An audience for two, me and you, sex 101.
Quincy Gates.
Sex 101.
Sex 101.
Me and you, sex 101.
Yeah, sex 101.
On the phone.
It's good. It's your girl, Miss Sunshine, Chynadoll, boy shorts and stilettos. We are in Atlanta. And right now we're with
The Quincy Gates.
The Quincy Gates. And we'll be chatting with him just a little bit, just to, pick his brain just a little bit. Let everybody know what you do.
Quincy Gates, I rap, pop, a big little mixture, you know what I'm saying? And soon it's gonna be my own genre, you know what I'm saying? But right now, got a couple of projects going down that people know about. One Option, Nobody Can School You. We got Figures, we got Sex 101 for the ladies. We got plenty projects coming on that's pending right now at the moment, and we got some that's already out there right now, so you can look forward to that.
Yeah, because we have, one thing about Boy Shorts and Stilettos, we have a segment in our show that's called the Steam Room. So you may have to, come on and let our lady listeners hear what you're talking about. That's Sex 101.
Yeah, you might have to set something up, see if you just, putting on the show. You gotta see how true you are with it, you know what I'm saying? Because if you go, you better let them know you have them sitting in their tube socks.
Yeah, we have
in the corner.
in their tube socks. We have them shaking.
We don't play.
We don't play,
it goes
especially
down in the steam room.
We don't need you stuttering, because normally we have you stuttering in the steam room.
That's the first time you start stuttering. It's like the lady's gonna eat you up. So
I ain't gonna talk at all, so.
How you ain't gonna talk that?
But go ahead and tell, all our listeners, all our fans, and all your fans about how you got started in this. Like, how you got started being the artist that you are.
I got started because we used to just perform in like little minimum clubs, like young clubs at first, and then they started noticing, they've been noticing us, everywhere we go. But then after that, Skinny Lenny started getting the connects, and then we started performing in places like Clubhouse, Club Frequency, places downtown and all that. And then, we just started, we were just dressing crazy and all that. Then we met Young LA, then Young LA always seen us, and we was always just dressing crazy. Then he was like, we gotta come up a little. He asked for our numbers, exchange numbers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then months later, as we always kept catching up with him, then finally, he just hit us up. He was like, man, meet us up, So we started messing with Young LA. And so I was going to shows with him, messing with him, watching, observing folks. And so then, after that, we kept, every time we was with Young LA, Jack Russell was there. So Jack Russell was there too. He was looking at us, and then hear our songs when we record with Young LA, tell us, he wanted us to record some songs and stuff, and then Jack Russell was studying folks and look at that, and he'll be like, okay, I can see this gonna go somewhere, so, and, Lay was like, Lay focused on his own section, and then Jack Russell went ahead and took us off the stand, and, he started pushing more, and, so once he, and then, he just started the songs that he liked, that he knew was going out there. We just started recording them over, making sure they were professional, because the songs we were recording, they were kind of like basement sounding. So, we had to make sure we got them official. So once we get them official and got them official, it was official. So,
That's what's up.
All right, now. So how long have you actually been doing music?
I've been doing music since I was like 13.
13. Okay. Wow. Well, our show, we like to have fun. We cater to independent artists. So, talk about something you've done that maybe somebody was telling you not to do, but you had to go do it anyway, and you learned something the hard way. So, other artists can hopefully learn from your life.
Totally the do's and don'ts was something like when you first started. You wish somebody would have told you, or your old self to your new self. Okay, you shouldn't have did that. You would, Go ahead.
Trying to think with it.
Or is there anything?
I mean, you too perfect, huh?
I mean, you
so this Sex 101 in the steam room. It's going down.
Yeah, that's
too
what you
perfect.
got to focus on.
I mean, we'll give some inspiration, maybe. encourage some of the artists out there. Maybe some at some point. Was there ever a time where you wanted to or felt like giving up when you actually? I mean, from the time you started as a young artist and actually learning more so that it's probably not all just fun. There's a business side of it, and if you don't know the business,
because I mean, if you just stay, you just gotta focus on the money. Because if you get too involved, and then get off track with the women or something like that, you're gonna forget, what you was aiming for. So you don't want to end up aiming for something to have your limit, and then you end up aiming. You just want these couple of shows, and now you're like, oh, they know me around Atlanta. That's all, I'm good now. Let me kick back. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that. You want to just keep pushing. Like, okay, they know me in Atlanta. Time to move on to the next state. And then after we get all these states through, it's time to move to the next country. You know what I'm saying? So just don't have no limit, in cities or your area and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of people out here that does that. They set themselves, they limit themselves for their celebrities. You know what I'm saying? They just like to be some local. So I'm not trying to be local.
So basically, what you're telling, Boy Shorts and Stilettos on Bs&s Radio is, don't be an in-state commodity. You want to, further your options. You want to get your name out there even more. Not just your state, your city. It's cool to rep your city or whatever when you're there, but when you're out, you need to, further your brand. Talk to us a little bit about branding.
That's good.
How about we put him on point, that section 101? I got that joint over here.
We'll get into it. We try to get the business stuff out of the way first. Of course we ain't gonna let them go on that one. We gotta give them a preview.
So tell us about how you brand yourself or your crew and all of that. Tell us a little bit more about that.
When you mean branding, what you mean?
Like yourself, like when they see you, they hear your music, they see your style.
What are they remembering?
What they gonna remember you about?
Or once you leave a state, like what is it about you that you make stand out every time you make it?
They know it's you.
I dress and make them always pay attention before we even speak.
I see somebody gave you the memo.
Y'all in purple. Black and purple.
I can believe that.
I didn't even know.
I can believe that. Right?
But I mean, this like you see Skip and Lemon, you see me. This is like I get up, go up the street to the gas station closing. So when we go all out,
we're not really seeing anything right now. That's what you're telling us. Okay.
Nah, it get crazy. It can get real.
Okay. Ooh.
Right now we just we chilling right now.
Okay, it can be all stank looking. All stank today.
It can get crazy.
Stank on it.
Where everybody just be like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes before we was even known, they just be like, "Excuse me, can we take pictures with you? Excuse me, can we take pictures with you?" That's what really got us on. Every time somebody see something, they see people. That was before we had no name. And they always see people trying to take pictures of us. Then, that's when people was like, who are they? And that's when we just came up.
Something we were just talking about on our show. It seemed like a lot of artists are afraid to stand out. They're so busy trying to fit in and do what everybody else is doing. But eventually, they're wondering who you are because of the way you're dressed. You're standing out. You're not the normal. So, give some light on that. Like, was there ever a time that people tried to, persuade you to be more, conform to?
I mean, it's always gonna be that, the people, but them people that's, not hating on you, but basically scared of you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they're like, dang. You got to put on, hey, man, dang, boy, your pants tight, blah, blah, blah.
In other words, stay in your lane and let me drive mine.
You know what I'm saying? You like, man, look what you got on, bro, look what I got. So, when we walk in the scene or something like that, they probably, be the one driving. So we walk in the scene, and then they looking at us, and they looking at them like they are entourage, you know what I'm saying? So, now they don't like that. They're like, man, you can't be wearing stuff like that. But then, we basically... that was, you know what I'm saying? Then we be looking like, we gonna keep wearing it. And then as time goes by, then they start asking, yeah, man, where you be getting that from? We need to start, you know what I'm saying? So you be like, okay.
That's called setting your own trend, like doing things outside the box. Don't ever look like somebody else because they're gonna remember you looking like someone else. You always wanna look like you and be you. There's nothing wrong with being you.
Yeah, I know what Sunshine says. If y'all follow me on Twitter, Sunshine says be yourself. We already got all these other big people, Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
I mean, what's different about you is what makes you you and what is going to make people attracted to you. So,
of course.
And perfect example here. So,
what about your music that's like people be like, oh, okay, that's the, do they be like, oh my gosh, he did not do that, no, or oh my gosh, he did that, that's what's up.
With my music? My music, you know, it's just like, oh man, you gotta get on something. You gotta get on something. That's how my music really is, like that. Or like, hey, you know I rap too, one of them, you know what I'm saying? It ain't I don't never say nothing that's just shocking or nothing like that. It's just something that if you like real, or if you a real nigga, or if you get money or something like that, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you like music that's gonna span, you know what I'm talking about, you gonna listen to it. And if you always feel it, everybody gonna feel any song I make, somebody gonna feel it. So you know. And many people gonna feel, so that's why I switch. You know, I go from rap. The rap dudes, streets niggas to hear that, and then you know they know I keep it street still. And then you know we'll have some pop or something like that. We'll have them just to know we ain't just no street niggas. You know, I mean we street niggas, but you know we know we going. We got a further future. So and then you know we might go to some even crazier than we don't even know the name of that yet. You know, so
you haven't even came up with a name yet.
So. That's crazy, but on our segment we have a steam room topic. Sunshine, that's the steam room topic.
We gonna take it easy this time.
Yeah,
I see everybody sitting on the edge of their seat like,
no, we want to talk about that on stage one.
We might be, you know, we might can't help it because somebody has said.
Oh yeah, you know. Somebody
but we're gonna ask, like, what if there was only one word that describes you and that you walked around with that people saw every time they saw you? What one word would that be?
Damn.
Okay, you gotta give me some on that. Okay, come on, high five on that. I get that.
Exclamation point! I
get that. Damn,
that's what's up. Well, let everybody know like how they can get in touch with you, follow you on Twitter, fan page, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you can reach me on Twitter at Dee Quincy Gates. That's at DeeQuincyGates. And you can, if you're trying to book me, you know, serious class, you know, you can hit up Jack Russell ENT. You can hit his Twitter up at JACKRUSSELLENT. You try to hit Skinny Lenny up, that's SK at SKIINNYLLENNY. That's Skinny Lenny Twitter. And you can hit us up on Trendsetter Club if you just want to, you know, you just fucking with us or something like that. You hit us up on Trendsetter Club at Trendsetter Club. And that's settled with an A. So, you know, yeah, just hit us up. You know, we always available.
Well, thank you for coming on the Bs&s radio show live.
Indeed,
Yes.
Hopefully we ain't scare you too much, and you know we'll still get that interview on the show.
Scare me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming in.
Well, we definitely appreciate that. You know, shout out to Jack Russell. What's Yours and Slugs? Bs&s radio more coming soon. That's Please Strive
And Succeed. And we out of here.
Lex Luger.
That nigga Lex Luger.
5 blunts, so ho, 3 bottles, 10 niggas, 5